my privilege to welcome you all to one of the flagship program of IIPA, which is the eminent professional in the domain, Mr. Pardeep Dutta, on a very contemporary topic, embedded and exposed, a journalist immersive experience and vulnerability.
Privileged to work with him. Always treated him as mentor. Get emotional when they stand before such an august gathering to talk about him and offer tributes to his family. Friends, during a long and close association with him, we came across his qualities of head and heart, perfectionism and professionalism, not seen in many of the other veterans. He was a class in himself. To me, this annual occasion takes me to a time when he was amidst us, guiding towards perfection. My acquaintance with him dates to the beginning of my career in the State Information Department in 1972. He was one of the most respected journalists of Kashmir at that time. Since 1983, this casual PR contact with him transformed into an official hierarchical relationship with his appointment as DG Information and Tourism Publicity. Despite his friendship with the then Chief Minister Dr. Pardeep Dutta, he never allowed his aura to be reflected in the department.
The first is that I still remember that in a class also I had been a backbencher, and the frame was set 14 years back also when Veji had been addressing the gathering, and I was sitting at the back ardently listening to him. It took me 14 years to cover this distance of 14 feet to reach here and today addressing you. That's why I am delighted. And second thing why I am delighted is that it was several years back I got a chance to listen to Sati Saniji, as we lovingly call him. It was at Total Asia. He was representing a paper on border, and that was a well-researched paper. I was a cub reporter those days. While he was making a presentation, I had been thinking about myself, whenever I get a chance to share a dice with him, whenever I get a chance to speak like him. Here he was always ahead of us, and here also he is ahead of us, and nobody can really match him. But yes, at least I got a chance to be part of this memorial lecture here. That's why I'm delighted. And third thing is that why I'm just feeling very excited, because I don't think that today I have missed Home Minister's manifesto thing. I haven't done anything wrong, because normally the journalists nowadays get the big packs, and I'm getting the bamboo shoots here, so I have to be delighted. So when we talk about the conflict reporting, it has always been by chance, because normally in other countries you'll find that people have been trained for conflict reporting. But here it is nothing like that. You're thrown in a pond and you're expected to come out with a fish, and that's exactly what I did. I had no idea about the conflict reporting. And the same thing happened in my case also. But yes, I tried to be different over the years, because what really has happened when we talk about the conflict reporting, all of us have become mostly obituary writers. While I was in a Indian Express, I saw that most of us had been writing those tearjerker stories. It was only the characters and the places that used to change. The rest of the things remains the same. So we had become the obituary writers, so I thought that this is not something which I should be doing. Because one thing that always had been perturbing me was that narrative building. I thought this is something which I have to shatter, because often I saw that how the other party had been trying to build a kind of a narrative that was trying to demonize my country, my forces, and I thought that as a countryman, as an Indian, this is my sole responsibility, not only to cover about 2 killed, 3 injured, that was not my style of reporting, but also to shatter the kind of a narrative that they had been building against my nation and my country. And that is what I have been doing. And for that, somebody may be liking me, somebody may be disliking me. But I know one thing that I've been doing, whatever, honestly as an Indian, I try to do that, because what I feel serves my country better.
Senior editor of the Times Now News Network, Dr. Ashok Bhansa, veteran IIPA, Professor Alka Sharma, Sri Jandyal, Sri Gupta ji, Anurana sir, Gupta ji, Prem Gupta ji, distinguished members of the IIPA, faculty and the students of the Institute of Mass Communication, and also from the Department of University of Jammu. A very good evening to all of you. We just heard a very scintillating memorial lecture from Shri Pardeep Dutta ji. This was on the occasion of the 14th Satpal Sani Memorial Lecture. We have gathered here today to remember and pay homage to Shri Satpal Sani ji. Our colleague Shri Jandal has highlighted and paid his tribute, and he's highlighted the qualities of the head of heart possessed by Shri Satpal Sani ji. I fully knows them. Although I didn't have the opportunity of directly working with him, but I can also draw from, as Shri Gupta ji said, I've been hearing about him, people talking about him, appreciating his, and from what I gather, he was truly an iconic personality, and he did contribute to the society in a very multifaceted manner, which we can all perceive and understand. He was an outstanding personality and a humanist who did contribute to society in his own way. He was a photojournalist, and probably that was his love for photojournalism was probably what guided his destiny. And when I looked at the topic, then probably, as pointed out, that he had the good fortune of covering all the 4 Indo-Pakistan wars, that we can call him the first embedded Indian wartime correspondent, because he was the one who was accredited by the Ministry of Defence, Government of India, to cover the wars. While looking for trying to learn something about Shri Sani, I was looking at the Googling about him. I came across an interview conducted by one Shri Andrew Whitehead in the year 2005, a journalist from the BBC, who interviewed Shri Sani in the year 2005. And he took him along his journey, how he became a journalist, how he became a wartime correspondent, and how he covered the wars for the Ministry of Defence. And it was probably, I think there I became quite interested, because the use of technology and how the messages for the wartime coverage for being transferred from Kashmir to Delhi through courier, through Morse code, and this is what really has struck a chord when Shri Jandal said the technology has really improved, and what Shri Sani was using at that point of time, probably we cannot imagine.
It's a great pleasure to be here, and as we assemble every year to remember Shri Sati Sani ji, the most outstanding attribute that he possessed that I can recall, and it was mentioned by Pradeep as well as Mr. B.R. Sharma, was the courage to speak the truth. Now in peace and in times of conflict, with his bosses as well as his friends and colleagues. So I am conscious that this utopian attribute is not easy to cultivate, Pradeep ji, and practice for a journalist of the present generation. Having said that, Mr. Pardeep Dutta has tried his best, and journalists like him have tried their best to draw a line and meet this challenge by at least not supporting spreading of a lie. The mantra is speak the truth principally, close the eyes to a truth rarely, and never tell a lie. पंजाबी ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੋ, ਕਦੀ ਕਦੀ ਸੱਚ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਟ ਲਓ ਤੇ ਝੂਠ ਕਦੀ ਨਾ ਬੋਲੋ। So that is the mantra Mr. Pardeep Dutta, and I admire it. You see, I think it is this blend of journalism that he practices that makes him an automatic choice to deliver a lecture in memory of Shri Satpal Sani. He has taken us through the challenges of reporting from conflict areas very eloquently. Thank you, Shri Datta. You have talked about, you are a practitioner.